Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Sunday service of Now Creations. Just a joy to be with all of you here this morning. Let me first of all begin by wishing those of you who are fathers in our viewing audience a very happy Father's Day, and for all of us to call to mind our fathers, those who have provided that paternal influence in our lives. I know it was nice reflecting on my father's presence in my life today. It's good for all of us to take a look at our paternal influences. So very, very nice today. Also, I'd like to invite all of you to our testimonial this evening from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Just go to our website and click on study groups and scroll down to the third Sunday testimonial, and we'll be very happy to have you join us tonight. And also very, very good news. My book is in print. My book is in print. The 10 most important things to know in life. We've also enhanced it with the 10 steps of daily enlightened living and also the spiritual guidelines of Now Creations. While I did the writing of the book, I certainly want to acknowledge the work of Myra Parada. Myra really did the heavy lifting. She really did the publishing. So kudos and thanks to you, dear Myra. With that in mind, let's begin today. Let me begin by saying, my dear friends, or perhaps maybe I should more truthfully say, my dear friends in spirit, or maybe even more so, dear spiritual friends. We have learned so much from those who have had a near-death experience, especially understanding that many of the qualities that they experienced in there, we are now living here and now. I enumerated these qualities in our last two teachings. They are living in the now moment, altruism, a sense of oneness with everyone and everything, overcoming materialism and self-centeredness to exhibit a much more godlike love, and especially experiencing joy as a state of our being. Well, it seems that there is little else to say. There is quite another level to explore, which is the topic of this week's teaching entitled The Feelings Generated by the Near-Death Experience. Let's begin with the distinction between the qualities of the near-death experience and the feelings that lie at the foundation of these qualities. The qualities, from living in the now moment to exhibiting a God-like love, have to do with how we are able to act in the here and now. All that we needed was the encouragement that we could act this way, which the near-death experiencers gave to us. And now more and more of us are living this way. These qualities of living, however, come from a more deeply seated foundational state of feeling that the near-deathers experience. It is this more fundamental state of feeling that I have entitled this week's and next week's messages to be on the feelings of the near-deathers that I would now like to share with you in this week's teaching. I think that you would agree that these underlying feelings that we are about to explore give us the certitude and the confidence of living the qualities. It's the feelings that give rise to the qualities. I suggest to you that there are 4 such deeply seated feelings. You might want to take notes. The first one, the first feeling of the near-deathers that we clearly experience here and now, and what so many people in the world are vitally in need of, is a sense of safety and security. A sense of safety and security. By safety and security, I mean that there is no doubt about the eternality of your being. You are an eternal, forever being. You are an eternal, forever being. Let's call this eternal aspect of your being your soul. Your soul, the eternal aspect of you, is that part of you, and actually it's a part of God that has experiences, one of which is simply being a human being right now in the material realms. This is an experience that our soul is presently having right here, right now. Now you are quite aware of this aspect of your being. You understand that you really are a spiritual being having this human experience. But what most people do not know or do not understand are the following two things. First, your eternality. Your eternality is not of the body. Your body, your vehicle of material expression, will eventually be laid down by chance or by choice. But you are perfectly confident in the eternality of your soul. You understand that the human experience, and in fact your present human experience, is simply one among many human experiences, and it is only one aspect of your soul. It is your soul that is eternal, your consciousness that is eternal, and has had innumerable past experiences, will probably have innumerable future experiences, and in fact, it is your soul. It is your soul that is the vehicle through which God experiences itself. Your soul is the vehicle through which God experiences itself. And now more than ever, you are giving an absolutely first-class human experience to that God part of you in this present life. No one can make you understand this, that what the near-deathers are truly sharing with us is this very clear possibility that we, as eternal souls, are the eternal experiences of God itself. We, as eternal souls, are the eternal experiences of God itself. Wow. As exciting as this is, the second aspect of being safe and secure is equally as wonderful and follows from the first statement. Just as you are an eternal soul, safe and secure, you are also invulnerable. You are invulnerable as an eternal soul. Please consider this. Note that I said that you are invulnerable as an eternal soul. You are. There is no part of your eternal soulness that is vulnerable. It's only when you turn your focus away from your conscious, invulnerable soul and seem to engage your unconsciously vulnerable body in your humanness. It is only then that you become unconsciously vulnerable in your thoughts, emotions, actions, and body. So Vince, are you saying that if you maintain your invulnerable focus as the experience of the divine soul, where you are safe and secure, are you saying that at worst, You will see your human actions simply as experiences that is helping your soul to expand its growth. And at best, that you will see your human actions as the alignment of your soul with the God Spirit to further your conscious evolution. Yes, that is precisely what I am saying. Regardless of what you're experiencing, from the heights of glory to the depths of despair, they are simply experiences of which your soul itself is having. Even when there seems to be an extreme emotional struggle, perhaps maybe with the death of someone, your soul is invulnerable. Please now listen carefully. There is a part of you that knows this. There is a part of you that knows this. And it is this part of you that the near-deathers are helping us to experience. We are safe and secure, and in fact, invulnerable in the eternality of our soul. We are safe and secure, and in fact, invulnerable in the eternality of our soul. Which now leads us to the second foundational feeling. The second foundational feeling, and this is just so much fun, is the feeling that actually it's more than just a feeling. It is a knowing. It is the knowing that you are deeply loved by the divine itself. In fact, not only are you deeply loved by your source, that you are unconditionally loved. Now, let me give you two foundational thoughts of this unconditional love that the near-deathers have given to us. The first one, as simply as I can say it, God does not make junk. God does not make junk. Rather, you are made in the image and likeness of God, and so is everyone else. But even when you feel junky, even when it seems as though no one cares about you, or even perhaps maybe when you feel you don't care about anything, even when you are unconscious, there is just a part of you. There is just a part of you that needs to be reminded that you are loved unconditionally by your source. And immediately you know that it's true. You just need reminded. You just need reminded that your substance, your being, is the substance of God. You and God are one. You know that. You feel that. And when you stop for just a moment and you listen to that still small voice of God within you, you are reminded that this is true. God loves you unconditionally. Now there is so much more. Please listen closely. The second foundational teaching of this truth that you are unconditionally loved by your source is presented very nicely by Jesus in two of his teachings on the Sermon on the Mount. The first one, Jesus teaches, would one of you give your child a stone when he asks for a loaf of bread? or a poisonous snake when he asks for a fish. If you, with all your failings, know how to give your child what is good, how much more will your heavenly Father give good things to anyone who asks him? God does not make junk. You are a child of God. God does not make junk. You are unconditionally loved, even if you should forget this. For even if you forget this, God does not. Which then leads to that second passage of Jesus. Look at the birds of the sky and the flowers of the field. Stop worrying. Stop worrying about questions like, what are we going to eat? Or what are we going to drink? Or what are we going to wear? The unconscious are always running after these things. And your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. But here's the best part, isn't it? Seek first his kingship over you, his way of holiness, and all these things will be given you. Stop worrying about tomorrow. And I would add, because God unconditionally loves you, and you have sought your oneness with him. You know this. Now there's one more piece to add to this unconditional love. It's the best part. You are beginning to love unconditionally. There's something within you that is loving unconditionally. Let me explain. You have changed. I have changed. And may I suggest in this manner, in the past, if you were asked the question, is there anyone in your life that you would love unconditionally? My understanding would be probably, you would say one of two possibilities. Your children and or your parents. But now you have changed. We all are changing. Something is different. I think it's this. You are beginning to love unconditionally. Let me suggest that your unconditional love is now based on these three progressive understandings. First, and I truly feel this, it's pretty well impossible for you and I to do any unkind thing to anyone. In fact, you love to love. You love to share the goodness that is within you. You love to give kindness cards. You love to give goodness wherever you possibly can and to acknowledge it in others. You have truly become more loving. Have you not? Have we not grown in this love for everyone? Secondly, this initial state of kindness is very easy to extend to those who love us. But now, you're pretty much able to extend it to everyone, even when there seems to be disharmony. because you understand that the disharmony is precisely that. It is seeming disharmony. You understand that some people with whom you're dealing and sometimes seem to be in disharmony with are simply stuck in their present moment, in their present situation. Or maybe you're stuck at the present moment in your situation. You understand that both the other and yourself sometimes get stuck, that you are quickly able to return to the love that is within you. And when you do so, when you return to the love that is within you, which is now the unconditional love of God, you become conscious again. You become invulnerable again. And you become unconditionally loving again of yourself and of others. May I just say that again? When you return to the love, you become conscious again. You become invulnerable again. And you become unconditionally loving again of yourself and of others. Which now leads me to the third aspect of your unconditional love. The third aspect of your unconditional love is one that perhaps maybe is surprising to you, not as an idea, but as an experience. Please focus on this experience. The third aspect of unconditional love is the feeling. And notice I said the feeling, not just the idea, the feeling of oneness. The feeling of oneness is a sense of you being comfortable in all aspects of your life. You are developing a sense of being comfortable with everyone and everything. You are developing a sense of, I'm meant to be wherever I am, loving those with whom I am unconditionally. Situations and people no longer determine how you present yourself. Rather, you now present yourself with a felt sense of oneness with people and in situations. I can't stress this enough, this comfortability. You're comfortable within yourself and with all of life. Dare I say it, you are developing more and more an unconditional love for all of life. I know you are. You are developing an unconditional love for all of life. You are beginning to feel a oneness with all that is, just as the divine does, because you and the divine are one with all that is. I know you feel this. And it's becoming apparent by the way you conduct yourself. Well, you probably have noticed I didn't get to those third and fourth feelings. They will be the wrap up in next week's teaching. But for today, focus on these topics of the sense of feeling safe and secure in your invulnerable soul, and an unconditional love that you seem more and more to be extending to others. Such feelings are becoming aspects of your being. My, oh my, how we have grown. My, oh my, how we are progressing, living tomorrow, today, and with just a little more to come. Let me now take you into meditation, and what a joy it is to do so. Let's begin as we normally do by just taking that moment to settle, focusing on the breath, just breathing in and breathing out, and allowing the rhythm of the breath to relax the body, to open the mind, but especially to bring the soul to the fore. Please begin. And let's begin by saying, well, here I am again. Here I am. This is me. And as you well know, this is the inner me, the inner you. And just take a moment to notice that this is the inner me. I'm not in my head. I'm not thinking. This is rather my soul presence. This is the inner me. In which you acknowledge the fact that you are conscious. You are conscious of your presence. You're aware. You're attentive. You know exactly what you're doing at this moment. Just acknowledge your consciousness of being you. Yes, here I am. And would you take that moment right now to connect with the universal God Spirit, just where you are right now? Just expand yourself and feel that connection to the God Spirit, that part of you that is bigger than you, that yet still you and the divine being one. Just acknowledge that. And would you acknowledge right at this moment how safe and secure you feel in this connection? You have to come to know this, the safety and the security of your soul with the God Spirit. With this safety and security in your connection with the God Spirit, there comes a truth that's very important for us. It is the following: the power within me, as me, is greater than any problem I will ever face. The power within me, as me, is greater than any problem I will ever face. This is the invulnerability of your connected soul with the God Spirit. Notice how you feel this right now at this moment. Notice the invulnerability in this connection. Do things certainly run amok in your life at times? Where do you lose your focus? They certainly do, or they certainly can. That's why on occasions such as these, we just need to be reminded, as the near-deathers reminded us, that when you stay focused in your soul's presence with the divine presence, you are able to deal with anything that is occurring. This is very important to know. It just depends where you will focus, either on the problem confronting you or the power within you. Let's look at it a different way. just right now, right where you are, do you not feel a sense of oneness with the divine? And if someone said to you, the universal God Spirit unconditionally loves you, for you are a part of it, I don't think you'd have a hard time accepting that. Feels good, feels right. And then you kind of ask yourself, well, could I be this unconditional loving as well? Is it in me? The answer is yes. But do you not see that it's the same problem with vulnerability? It's a matter of focus. Where do you keep your focus? If you focus on the drama, and sometimes even attacks by others, you lose your unconditional loving place. Certainly to be regained at a later time. But now you're smarter, you're wiser. Just as God does not allow your shenanigans to be in His way. I think you get the picture. Being unconditional loving is a consequence of being invulnerable. These are soul qualities, soul feelings. And the good news, we're helping each other to live this way today.
within, peace resides, faith abounds, and love abides. The light shines bright to illumine love without, love within. I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee, I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee. When you are where you need to be, within that space, I honor thee. Seen through eyes, heard illusion, seen through spirit, we are one. I honor thee, I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee, I honor thee, I honor thee, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor thee. Namaste, I honor
Safe and secure, invulnerable, unconditionally loved, unconditionally loving. This is the way we're going forward. We just need to keep on reminding each other until we won't have to. It's just the way we are. Namaste.